Alrighty, so Area 36 is now out on Global Dokkan. So with this video, I want to explain that there is a new method for farming green incredible gems, in my opinion, that is now going to work very well. You could argue better than some of the previous methods, but in this video, I just want to give an updated guide, as you know, that video is almost 6 months old now, and we've seen a lot of changes to how quest mode operates in terms of the drop rates and stuff like that. But the first thing I always like to do with these videos for quest or for farming and stuff like that is you might already know why you're doing it, but I want to at least explain why you should farm these up. So if we go over to the exchange shop and we go all the way over to our green incredible gems, we just keep going, right? And then we go over here. Here's what we can purchase with them, right? We have Elder Kais in here if you want to get those. These are always a valuable resource. If you want to farm up this Bardock or Frieza, you can do this free to play. You don't need to use these with incredible gems. I know this is free to play, but you can do it just from farming a stage. We've got all kinds of stuff in here: film reels, keys, Patara earrings for Vegito Blue, Clash medals to awaken certain LRs, Elder Kai medals. These are always extremely valuable. I might buy some of these myself on the Zero to Hero account, but extra medals, stuff like that. And I've already purchased a lot of the things that you can get from this, but Vegito Blue if you're working on that farm, and then the awakening medals for Trunks and Broly, up here. So you guys can see these are a very premium currency. Well, not a premium currency, but a very important currency that you should be farming up in the game. And why you want to have as many as possible is you will just be able to, it'll make your life easier down the line, right? And even with blue gems, you can buy a lot of these too. And we will be making a separate video on this. I'm recording these at the same time, but for the green incredible gems is what we're going to be focusing on in this video. So now that you kind of understand why you need to be farming these, if you have any other questions about how they work and stuff like that, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below and I will help you out. So let's go ahead and show you how to get to the stage. I know there was a lot of comments asking how did you get to that stage. So we want to press start, go to the quest mode here where it says Quest Dokkan Story. Press this, and we are going to press the Chapter 6 button with Hachiak and the Broly and Trunks on it. Once we press Chapter 6, we're going to press on Area 36, and then we are going to go to Stage 2, which is Revenge in Another World. So for those of you who didn't catch that, Area 36, Stage 2. So can we see the drop rates in here? Yeah, so we can't see the numbers, but we can see what is dropping. But why I like this one in specific is occasionally it's not going to be every run. Now, maybe in this video I can run it a few times and maybe we get lucky and get a copy or a drop of this. This can potentially drop up to 300 incredible gems in one run, and I'm sure that most of you know that is really, really good, because the other stage that we were using previously, and I'll show you that method, you might like that one better. There's two methods that I'm going to show you in this video. The first is the updated, and the second is the one that we used to use, and you still can do that, right? I think that other method still does work just fine, because this one is not going to be guaranteed 300 every time, right? But what is guaranteed is you will be getting 25 per run at the bare minimum. So do keep that in mind. So 36-2, what we'll do is we'll run this a few times while I try and explain this and see if we can get lucky enough to find a run that does drop this 300, and we can just see how long it does take in order to get it. But one thing that you will notice just from doing this is you could potentially lightly farm link levels, and you could also at the same time take advantage of it and farm your rank at the same time as well. So you guys can see we're a pretty high rank on this account already for global, but the product of that is from doing link levels and stuff like that, right? Farming links, getting character, just regular rank XP is just coming in so much because we're using these brand new quest stages that are giving 100,000 plus XP with the what's it called, with the quad XP that's currently live over on Global NJP for worldwide, and that's going to be very helpful. As the time when I'm recording this, it is the early September, so we are in the midst of the worldwide download celebration, and it is quad XP at that time. You can see it says times 4.0 XP up at the top. So that is why this can potentially be very valuable for you, because there's a lot of things that you could do at once, right? If you want to bring some characters that you need to level up, and rather than using your training items, you can just toss them in here and keep going, right? But you guys are seeing that we are getting 25 incredible gems, about once a minute, 45 seconds, roughly around there. I'd recommend that you just bring a team that can one-shot this character every time, or at least take it out in one turn. From what I understand, this is not like the Broly stage where there's a limited amount of charges and you're going to have to emphasize getting crits and stuff like that in order to pierce through the sort of damage reduction that he has. This is a very simple stage. We go in, we take out Frieza, and we just keep playing through it until we get until we get the 300 drop, right? And so if you just farm this all day, you let your auto clicker go if you're on Android, and you just let this bad boy run, you're gonna have a lot of incredible gems. So like, just in the midst of me yapping here, you know, we've already gotten, what, 75 to 100? That's pretty good, because that's like the max run that you can get over on 38, right? Like 30-8 is still one of the old methods, but I prefer this one now, just because that 300 drop is going to become more beneficial in the long run, because the max drop on the other one, I believe, I always mess this one up because I haven't done it in a long time, but I believe the max drop on 38 is 100. And this one is 300. So it's like, you just keep grinding this one, you're going to just, in the long run, it's going to be a little bit better, because the max drop on this one is going to account for 3 times the max drop of 38. So that's why I prefer this stage specifically for doing incredible gem farming, right? So 36-2, this is the one that I like a lot. Again, I'm not talking out of my ass. You 100% can get a 300 drop. It's just not going to be every run, right? So that is one of the stages that I like to use for green incredible gems. And one thing I always want to mention is like different things that potentially could work out better for you, right? So for you as like from person to person. So let's do one more run on this one and see if we can get the 300 drop in this initial wave that we did. But if not, it's not a big deal. We can worry about it later, right? But like the 300 drop is in here. Maybe I'll cut and then just go until I get it. But it's like, so say if I were to do 50 runs on this, it would only take like an hour to do 50 runs, right? Because the auto mode is way quicker now, and we're taking this out on the first super attack every time with the team that we are using. And in total, that's just going to add up really quick. And like, we're just going to be able to get a lot of reps in, and hopefully, you know, by the time that we were to do that, we would get the 300 drop, right? So there we have it. Okay, so as I was mentioning, I kind of made a little bit of a flub, if you will, but what I'm going to show you is the other method in case you guys are not familiar. Area 30, Stage 8 is also going to be a very good stage for you, because the drop rate's going to be pretty good as well. You guys can see the last time I did this, I was on the old Zero to Hero grind here with the free-to-play Ginyu team, but let's just, I don't know, we'll run the Beast Gohan team, that'll be fine, because he likes to crit Beast Gohan. So here we go, Broly's True Power, Area 30, Stage 8. This is going to be located in the chapter below Chapter 6, so Chapter 5. We go to Area 30, Stage 8. This one still works just fine if you like the old method. I think I prefer 36-2, but you could easily make an argument that you still like 38, just based on the baseline that this one drops, right? So UI Goku should take this guy out in one hit, and it's not going to be too bad. But just keep that in mind, right? The outputs are very similar on both of the stages, so I don't really think you should be worrying too much about like which one is giving which. So again, this one gives a 30 drop with the 100 max drop, while the other one is giving a 25 drop with a max 300 drop, right? So if you are looking for sort of the more consistent one, quote unquote, for every 30 seconds, you're going to be getting 30. I would recommend that you do this one, but if you are looking to get the kind of like bigger like reward, because again, if you get like the good drop on this one, it is literally 3 times less than the other one that is at 36-2. So I use 36-2 to farm up incredible gems, so just keep that in mind. So this is the new stage that I've been using lately. So let me know down below what you guys think of this method and all of that fun stuff. But I hope you enjoyed today's guide, found it informative. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. We do informative Dokkan content like this all the time. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.